angle on those things looks really off. I think I was just standing over there. It's my 230s and this is a 40. Well, it's October 20th. We're heading to the farm. It's going to be my second outing of the year so far. It's kind of pathetic. But usually by this time of year I've hunted several times already. I guess we did take my son out. Got him a nice buck youth season, so that counts for something. But to be honest, if I didn't kill a deer this year, I would probably be okay with it after the deer he was able to shoot. That was pretty special. But it's about 4 o'clock and rain front came through today. It's still moving through right now as we speak, and I think by about 4:30, 5 o'clock it's supposed to be out of here. So we're hoping as we're getting here close to the tail end of October, bucks will be scraping a little more, and there's a couple scrapes set up that they've got right on the edge of this food plot we're going to try to set on tonight. Actually, last night I set on the edge of the plot. We had kind of a weird weather system move through here in central Iowa. Dumped like 7 to 9 inches of snow up around north of Des Moines area. We got a couple inches of it, and then once we got down south I-80 onto the property we'll be on tonight, we didn't get hardly anything. Anyway, that moved through and had the deer up and on their feet, and last night we had that east wind, pretty much straight east, so I came into a spot where I didn't have a stand, and I just set up to observe the food plot, see what was coming out. And of course, the #1 buck on the farm that I'd like to shoot was out there. So tonight we're gonna go back in. Fingers crossed I didn't bump him as I was walking out of the stand or out of the farm, and hope he shows back up again. So. It's a recurring theme, man. I just never stop to put gas in this thing.
I was like, what is that? I think we both have our seatbelts on.
What does that sound? Oh yeah, and that's the sound of forgetting to put gas in your truck again.
You never do it before you go hunting, though.
No. I was going to do it earlier, but I was, of course, running behind. Or, Pinterest, that's it.
Yeah.
See those brassicas right out there, right where it kind of rolls off on the edge. And over here around this tree. There's Chris pulling in now. We're driving down to Indianola area. We got to meet a couple people, partners on a farm down there that we're supposed to be listing. Met with one of them, it's been about a month and a half ago. They had to put a new road in and get some work done. They're trying to survey off like a little 5-acre piece that they want to keep out of the farm. But anyway, there's both partners supposed to be there today, so going down to meet with them and go over a proposal, hopefully, fingers crossed, get it listed, and then try and get the drone up and take some pictures quick before got to get back to the office for some other work today. So. Is it Chris?
147, but if they take off the 5, then it's it'll be 142 more or less, you know.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is the 5-acre piece that he's wanting to keep.
It's the one big tree right up along the
Okay.
road. That's where the corner post is at, and that's the south boundary, and then it goes.
Kind of follows along the edge of this bean
Yeah,
field, doesn't
well,
it?
there's a fence row. Yeah, see, we kind of crowded to the bean field to farther north, but you can see the pasture, and then kind of the
I see it.
other there. That's the fence line. That's
Yeah, kind of comes right through here.
yeah.
So pickups parked right on the
Right.
line.
I kind of done it on purpose.
Have you seen any fiber boxes? Those green cable boxes? There's one right here. Got that crazy beam coming out the bottom. It's got some mass to it too.
Yeah,
It's a heavy one.
Yep.
So is that one there. Kind of a tight rack deer, but good mass.
Yeah.
It's all bladed out.
Only thing I know is they sure can get in rear tires or front tires.
Oh yeah, these are
So
great for popping tires on a tractor or a combine, aren't they?
He lost one tire from a deer antler.
It's got points all over the place, broke off.
Yeah.
That's cool though. You don't see them a lot with those
Oh,
beams coming out straight like that. It's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
I'll let him
all right.
go.
Yeah, so the dual agency potential agreement is, it basically explains that our agency could be dual at some point if we
Okay.
bring in a buyer. All right, here we go. We just need a signature right here.
Okay.
Well, that went pretty well. We met with owner of the property down there. There's actually two owners, partners on the farm. They've had the place for several decades now. Been farming it together, running cattle out there, and had some hay ground, alfalfa. It's a pretty neat place just south of Indianola. But they were all excited about the drone. We got the drone out to fly it around and thought that was pretty neat. So, but Chris got the listing on that one, so we'll have that one up on the MLS probably tonight, I would imagine. And then it's a little bit overcast today, so we'll have to go back down and get some better pictures when the lighting's a little better. But get everything updated and should have that one rolled out on the website this week. Ended up being 142 acres. They have 147 there total, and they're going to keep a little 5-acre piece on the southeast corner of it. Butts up to a neighbor that they've known for a really long time, and he didn't want a neighbor building right next to him there, so I think they're gonna sell that privately, the little 5 acres, to him, just so he can add to the 80 he already has. But anyway, that went really well. A couple of good old farm boys. I love working with guys like that are just easy to get along with and kind of take us at our word that we're going to do a good job for them, so it's exciting. But heading back to the office now. We've got some pictures to download. I went down this past week. We listed the Ringgold County farm. It's a total of 434 acres. Hainline is the family name on that property, and it's all the way on the Missouri border. The south edge of this farm is literally on the Missouri border. We drove around it a week or so ago and got some pictures, got it up on the websites, and ended up hanging a couple trail cameras while we were down there. And this past week I had a property showing for the north half of the farm, the north 265 acres. We actually got an offer on that piece already. But while we were down there, I pulled the cards on the cameras, and I was blown away at the number of big mature bucks, I should say, on that farm. There's, I think, kind of Ringgold County, I think, is just overlooked. It's kind of a diamond in the rough. Most people don't think of it as being a big buck county, but there's a tremendous amount of big deer that come out of there. And this farm seems to be no exception. There's 3 or 4, you could tell, fully mature bucks hitting the scrapes and coming down to get water. We only put two cameras out, and they were out a total of about 10 days and had 3 to 4 different big mature bucks on camera. So that's pretty exciting. I'm pretty fired up about that, just to see who's going to end up buying it and what they're going to turn that place into, because it has a ton of potential. But get those pictures downloaded when we get back to the office, get them uploaded to the websites, and see if we can get the south part of that one sold now. So that'll probably wrap up the rest of today. By the time we get that done, got some family stuff to get to, but we've got a few other appointments lined up for closer to the end of this week. So if we get a chance to get out again, we'll bring you whatever we have going on at that point in time.